My Hero Academia is back, and it has been for a couple weeks now. 4 or 5 depending on when this video is released. The new season gives me an excuse to talk about the show, although my channel's been doing that since before the season came out. Anyway, with the new season as always there's a new opening, and I have to say that so far this one's my favorite. I know many people prefer peace sign, and I myself used to think that, but I think this one is pretty good too. When the new season came out, I watched it, and the moment the opening came on screen, I immediately noticed something. I've been going crazy wanting to talk about it. After noticing that specific thing, I started digging deeper and found a bunch of stuff that I'll be talking about in this video. Hello, my name is Noah Stories, and today I'll be analyzing the newest opening in My Hero Academia, the one that goes along with the song Polaris. If this is the first time you've seen my channel, please consider subscribing, and if you enjoy this video, please like and share. This is the first of this type of video I'm making, so I hope it's good and that you enjoy. If so, please tell me in the comments below. Let's get started, shall we? When the opening starts, we see Midoriya looking at a light, a spotlight. This scene is a direct parallel to the first opening of the show. In it, Midoriya is looking at the spotlight. In the first opening, All Might is there, creating the light. The difference between the shot in the day and Polaris is that All Might is gone. As we all know from the events of the third season, he has retired, so he's not there anymore. Midoriya reaches out towards the light, like in the first opening. This time, in this shot, we see Midoriya reach out 3 times. He grows up in this shot, showing all of us Midoriya's admiration for All Might throughout his life. The camera then spins, showing Midoriya from the front. Again, we have a parallelism to the first intro. The thing is in this version behind Midoriya there's only darkness. The light that All Might as the symbol of peace created is fading. The light turns to blue, symbolizing a period of transition, and then to red as Midoriya clenches his fist with a face of determination, grabbing onto the light. The red light symbolizing the uncertainty in the society that everyone's feeling with All Might being gone. And then it all returns to normal. Midoriya runs towards the spotlight, illustrating that he is on his way to becoming the next symbol of peace. Midoriya then takes a leap forward into the light, leaving his jacket behind. We then get a shot of Class 1A looking at the main UA building. The camera pans out while showing all the students. We also get flashes of all the students have been through, one of each arc. The highlights show the USJ, Midoriya and Bakugo fighting, etc, etc. Then we get the logo of the show. It's a recap of everything that has happened so far. We then cut to an expanding shot of the class in a grass field while cherry blossoms fall in the background. Cherry blossoms in Japanese culture, since they are associated with spring, usually mean renewal. In this case, they show that these are the new heroes, the next generation, the ones that are in training the new ones. We have a quick jump to All Might, Gran Torino, Nezu, and Recovery Girl, who all share a shot in a mountain range as the sun sets. The sunset symbolizing that their time is coming to an end, if it hasn't already. We then cut to a shot of Aizawa, sitting on a rock in a field under a cloudy sky. This shows the world's uncertainty as a gloomy sense of unease takes over. This sense is reversed as we cut to a sunflower field, where we see the big 3, starting with Amajiki, who is covering himself, as always. 1, because he's shy, as always, and 2, he probably doesn't want the responsibility. Then we see Mirio and Nejire show up, followed by the heroes that they're interning under, and after that the heroes that they team up with in the upcoming arc. There's something to be said about the background though. They are in a sunflower field. Sunflowers can have multiple meanings. Firstly, they can be a sign of admiration, showing the adoration that the students and Eri have towards the heroes. Secondly, they also symbolize positivity and strength, which is the sunflower looking at the sun being a positive and strong thing. In the case of the story, and for Eri, the girl the season will mostly revolve around, the positivity and strength that they are searching for is Mirio and Midoriya. All these heroes are a light, the sun for Eri. Sunflowers can also mean good luck or lasting happiness, but in this case I don't think it really applies. The most important meaning that a sunflower can have, and the one it has in Japanese culture, is that of hope. The sunflowers mean hope, which in the story is the hope that Eri needs. It does so because it was the first flower to regrow after a certain catastrophe. If we look at the shot again, we see that the first one to appear is Amajiki, but he covers himself up as if saying, "I'm not the one you should be looking at." The second one to appear is then Mirio, the one that truly gives Eri hope in the story. The next shot is Eri in a dark forest at night, with an image of Overhaul over her. She is surrounded by darkness and emotionally being kept there by Overhaul. The image over her, she needs saving from him, from the image. We then see All Might walking out of the light, out of the spotlight, and into retirement. He has flashes of the important people in his life, the first being his worst enemy, All For One, followed by All For One's successor, Shigaraki, followed by his predecessor, Nanashimura, All Might's master, and ending with All Might's former sidekick, Night Eye. We then see some clips in a film strip of All Might and Night Eye's falling out. The film strip, being an old form of showing film, symbolizes that this is something that happened long ago. We then see Night Eye running through a bunch of clocks. This scene symbolizes two different things, the first being his quirk, and the second symbol is that Night Eye is running out of time, in more ways than one. We then come back to All Might as he starts running through a forest as the sun sets, again showing that All Might's time is over, or coming to an end. If we put the scene in conjunction with the previous one, it stands to reason that All Might is also running out of time. He is presumably running to his inevitable fate. Next, we have shots of the heroes. In order, we see Tsuyu and Ruraka as a group, followed by Kirishima, who is in darkness, probably referring to where he'll be fighting since he fights deep underground, and then Midoriya, who strikes at the camera. They're all together, but they're also separated into smaller groups. We then get a shot of Mirio running through the battlefield, followed by all the heroes and villains attacking one by one. This acts as a showcase of all the characters who are involved in this arc. During this showcase, there is a moment where Toga and Twice reach out to each other but are separated, likely an illusion that they are separated from the rest of the league. At the end of the showcase, we see Midoriya ready to face off against Overhaul. The camera then shows Eri in a dark environment as she starts falling over a huge ocean. Now the ocean can symbolize a great many things. In this case, it symbolizes the beginning of life on Earth, referring to Eri's quirk that allows her to rewind life. Midoriya then jumps after her. He reaches out to save Eri. Eri reaches back, wanting to be saved. As they fall, Eri's bandages start falling away. She is leaving behind her abuse and healing from it in a way. Thanks to Midoriya, she has a brighter path ahead of her. Over the ocean, we then see a sunrise. In this case, it symbolizes two different things. First, it's a contrast to All Might's sunset. The sun ends on one's role as the symbol of peace and rises on Midoriya's time. The sunrise also symbolizes something for Eri. It's light. It's hope. It's the hope that she needs now, after getting so close to being saved. However, the screen fades to black before she can be saved by Midoriya. Midoriya then cries out in frustration as he couldn't save Eri with his classmates behind him. This is in reference to an interaction in the beginning of the series in which Midoriya has the chance to save Eri but doesn't, / can't because of the consequences that would have brought because of Overhaul. Class 1A behind Midoriya is blurry since most of them can't really help in this case because Midoriya isn't allowed to talk about it. Midoriya's frustration turns into determination as he, joined by the other heroes, starts running forward. The opening comes to an end as the heroes go to save Eri. This season revolves around Eri, and this opening proves how true that is. It's all about the girl, about saving her, and about Midoriya's first real encounter with villains. The first time he actually saves someone, at least legally. This is the start, the real beginning of Midoriya's journey, the start to him becoming the symbol of peace, the moment it's all set into motion. I hope you all enjoyed this video slash this analysis. If you did, you can always subscribe to my channel. If you want more content like this, sure, tell me in the comments below. If you like this video, you may like some of my other content I have on the channel. So far, I mostly made alternate scenarios of the main My Hero timeline. If you want, you can check out this video of what if Midoriya found the Omnitrix, or you can check out what if Peter Parker slash Spider-Man was in My Hero Academia. Well, that's it for today. Until next time, everyone, have a great day. Bye!